My name is Laurel, and I have a problem, or I had a problem. It started when I was 16. I called it playing with makeup because people make fun of me if I liked to put makeup on my face or anything dark, dark makeup. You only wear that at night, you can't wear that out. So of course I would never actually wear that makeup. I didn't like it. I didn't want makeup all over my face. Of course I didn't. I didn't want it. But I did. I wanted it all. I wanted the hauls, I wanted the beauty and the attention. But none of that mattered. No one would want to hear me for what I wanted them to, so I was standing out by fitting in, living by dying. I was drowning. I was pouring depression-filled cash into beauty products I didn't even want. Anything for a moment of relief. Hell, I'd peel my skin off if I could get a whole minute. Overconsumption is a drug, but at the same time, it's what kept me alive. Hello, strangers of the internet. Sorry about the dark start. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the dark side of overconsumption. So we all know that shopping gives you a sense of well-being because you get what's called a dopamine rush. We can see this from Harvard Health. It says dopamine is most notably involved with helping us feel pleasure as part of the brain's reward system. Sex, shopping, smelling cookies, baking in the oven, all of these things can trigger dopamine release or a dopamine rush. Now that's what I personally noticed about myself. When I was around 16, I used to do makeup kind of as my escape from life. As I really didn't feel safe in my high school, I wouldn't really even wear the makeup I liked to high school. Then I wanted to do what every other girl wanted to do and become an influencer or show and just teach people how to do makeup because it made me feel so much more confident. I wanted to pass that on. And I particularly focused on Instagram. That dream faded away with many criticisms. Many that I actually get still for doing this channel. So if you're here, thanks for being here. You are my proof of why I should keep going. I get the you can't make money or you're wasting your time. Then my own criticisms of who would even want to watch me, who would watch me. And again, you, my precious cutesy little viewer right here. By the time I'm recording this, I am so close to getting 600 subscribers, and it was just at the beginning of this month that I hit 500. So that's a new record for me. I'm very excited. I'm very grateful. I'm very excited. And the best way to support my channel right now is to subscribe and go and watch a playlist or two and enjoy yourself. But after my dream had been replaced with a frantic run to find a place that I belonged, I looked back on my collection of very cheap makeup. That's what you saw in the beginning. It was just makeup that was like 39 cents from TikTok shop, kind of before all the prices went up. I really couldn't afford or get myself to buy anything nice, so I just bought off TikTok shop. And this is kind of when I realized I was participating in overconsumption to an extent I didn't care for because I wasn't getting enough views, enough people that actually cared to make that okay in my head for my circumstance. But you need to see the different ways that overconsumption can look, and it's gonna look a little bit like this. That's kind of what it was like for me. It was like this rush of buying things. It wasn't to the point where I had, closets full of makeup, or I don't have that many clothes. I do have a lot of clothes, and just don't ask my husband about it. But it was like this rush of, I'm taking care of myself, so this is okay. This is great. I'm sharing this with people on the internet. I'm doing good things.
Suddenly silent, I wasn't expecting this.
Bruh. I couldn't tell you how bad I wanted one of those makeup rooms where there's this, have you seen them Kayla lady? Of course you have. You're on the internet, you're watching me. I have my own opinions about her. This is not what the video is about. But I wanted a makeup room like hers. And there's a YouTuber I would watch, and I can't remember her name, but she would be doing true crime and makeup, and she was from the UK, and she's the cutest lady in the entire world, and I wanted makeup drawers like she had, because I just adored her. I wanted to be like her. Except true crime scares me a little bit sometimes, so it's like, but I still like it. Call Me Chris now does true crime, so I have to watch it, so blame her. But I legitimately thought that having my own makeup room meant that I was successful. So I thought every little step is, you know, closer to my goal, but it just really wasn't. They still have the tags on them and everything. I don't even know what to do here. Like, this is a niche I don't understand, you guys. But it's important to note, as we see these overconsumption girlies, there is also underconsumption girlies. And we know this because to every coin there is two sides, because we live in a two-faced world. Okay, there's a lot of great things in this video. Reusing, recycling, etc., all that stuff. But I also feel like there's a little bit of a rhetoric of they are superior to overconsumers. Now, I'm not saying chronic overconsumption is a good or healthy thing. But I'm saying it's okay to want things. It's okay to have hobbies and want photos on your wall and want a bed frame. Like, I feel like she should feel comfortable replacing her mirror. And if she's completely happy with it, fine. But both sides can get too far. Both sides can. Also, I've heard that having a mattress on the ground can cause mold. If you can afford one, get a ding bed frame. Please. Thank you. But if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Between overconsumption and underconsumption. I think the only real problem that people have right now is either thinking that they're better than other people because they do something, or you're doing too much of something, which really isn't healthy. First and foremost, do whatever makes you happy that doesn't negatively affect you in the future. You shouldn't feel pressured to get rid of things that are precious to you just because everyone else is making their house look like they don't own anything. When I was little, I would throw away clothes and I would throw away things so I looked like I had nothing because but now I've understood that I can still have the things that I want and things that I find precious to me and be clean. I thought minimalism equals cleanliness, and it doesn't. But you should also not spend every dime on things that aren't important. All of my furniture in my home right now, all of it, all of the furniture in my home right now is from yard sales, Facebook Marketplace, family, or hand-built, which is just the bed frame and it looks like it's a handmade bed frame. It's just plywood is all. Or the wood rod things. Just don't ask me questions. I don't understand it. You can achieve what you want with a budget. Like this light thing was reused. I got that Facebook Marketplace like $10, but I also let myself buy fresh glass containers for my flowers and my sugars because I have celiac and I'm paranoid of other people touching things. But I still was able to get a fresh set of glass containers from Facebook Marketplace for $8. And there was 3 of them, who are normally like $27 on Amazon. But anyway, I'm curious, what do you think of this? Is there anything you overconsume, you underconsume? You're just kind of like, I'm like in the middle because I'm perfect. You're watching this, so obviously you are because you've gotten to this point in the video. Are you guilty of influencer behavior? Let me see those little feet.